Hi, this is Lynn from Bypass to a Leaner Lynn coming at you with a tag. The 10 foods that I miss the most. This got started by Minnie Me in Tennessee, and then she tagged Karin VSG, and Karin tagged me. So here I am. The 10 foods I miss the most. It's been kind of interesting for me because there are foods that I miss. A lot of them I have found ways to substitute. Um, and I find that I don't miss them as much as I thought I would. Um, I don't know. It was kind of interesting to do this. The first food that I miss more than anything is, and I could have done this real quick. I could have said ice cream, chocolate, vanilla, butterfinger, yada, yada, yada. If it's ice cream, I liked it. You know, uh, what can I say? I like ice cream, but I figured I probably needed to be a little bit more specific than that. At any rate, ice cream is something that I miss, and I have counting it as two because I would crave each one of them individually. Um, I love, and it's great value, ice cream, but I love their salted caramel, and I could eat that. Oh my gosh. That was one of my binge foods that, once I started, I would eat it until I was sick, really, just about, just so full that, I felt like I was going to explode and I would be saying, oh gosh, I'm not going to ever do this again. And the next time I had the craving, I did it again. It's just, I love me some salted caramel ice cream. And then I also liked Butterfinger ice cream. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Got it at the Dollar General, which was like quarter mile from where I live. Could hit it right on the way home. Golly, I could go buy a lot of different kinds of food, and I'd say, oh, that'd be good. And then, no, I don't really want that. But ice cream, I could eat my weight in ice cream. And Butterfinger and salted caramel were definitely tops on that list. The next thing that I miss is Twizzlers. And really, Twizzlers are kind of what got me going into this too heavy thing. But I quit smoking in 1990, March 9th, 1990 to be specific. And I mean, quitting smoking for me was horrendously difficult. And I would go out and buy the Twizzler bites because they were really chewy, and I'd be going, oh, oh, oh. And when I quit smoking, I weighed 128 pounds. Ah, I will probably never weigh that again, but who knows where this journey will take me. Because that would be a pretty good weight. I looked good at 128, really liked it. But then again, that was almost 20 years ago. Yeah, might not look so good anymore. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But at any rate, I loved Twizzlers before then, but it wasn't. I could control myself. But once I started eating it for stress release, I guess that's where my mind went. And It's always been a stress food for me, and I like the Twizzler bites. I like the Twizzler, those pull apart things, and just the regular Twizzlers. I like black licorice. I like red licorice Twizzlers. I like Twizzlers. That's just it. The next thing I miss is cookies and cream anything. Oreo cookies. Oh my gosh. And Hershey's put out these like drops, and they were cookies and cream. And oh man, they were to die for. Love, love, love them. But I have found cookies and cream premier protein, and I'll make that with coffee. And it took cookies and cream up another level. Um, but uh, at any rate, let me keep going. I think my brain just stalled. You know, my weight stalls every once in a while. My brain stalls more often. Um, The next thing I miss are Reese's Pieces. I love those things. My dachshund loves Reese's Pieces, so she misses Reese's Pieces as much as I do because she would sit there and beg for those things. And at first I wouldn't give her, and then I looked at the packaging and it didn't have any chocolate in it, so she got Reese's Pieces. Who knew? At any rate, and the next thing I miss is right along the same lines is Reese's peanut butter cups. And Butterfinger makes a peanut butter cup too that's really good. You know, I could eat those interchangeably, you know, really good. And you may be sensing a theme here. Sweets, definitely. My trigger is sweets. I have always said I don't have a sweet tooth. I have 28 sweet teeth. So there you have it. The next thing that I miss is caffeinated coffee. And well, you know, and I know that that is not my bariatric clinic says no caffeinated coffee. And I'm not completely decaf. I do cold brew because you can't get that decaffeinated. But the reason I'm decaffeinated is they say that it's constipating and I have horrendous problems. I'm sorry, in the middle of what food do you miss? I'm talking about that TMI issue. But I have horrible problems with constipation. I am taking Linzess, which is for constipation, and it doesn't work really well. So I'm having to double up and take milk of magnesia. So I pretty much have cut out the caffeinated stuff. But and I have found Door Country, and there's other ones. Have decaf flavored coffees like French vanilla and caramel and stuff like that. And I found those, and it's a pretty fair substitute, but I still miss my caffeine. I get a little bit of caffeine every day, but not a lot. And I miss pizza. I really do miss pizza. I use Little Caesars, you know, order, go pick it up in 5 minutes, you know, and eat most of it. You know, definitely don't need pizza. Now, I have found one thing that kind of satisfies that craving for pizza. It doesn't completely, but oh, I can't remember her name. Something in Minnesota. RNY in Minnesota. Oh, I can't remember her name. But she talked about pizza and you know different ways that you could make pizza, which is using meat and doing something with it. But at any rate, I take a chicken breast and pound it out so it's fairly thin, and then I put pizza sauce on it, mozzarella cheese on it, and whatever toppings I might like, you know, like ham or sausage. And it's really good, and it really does kind of appease that I want pizza. I've tried a cauliflower toast, and I can't ever get it to do right. So I keep saying I'm going to try it again, but I haven't so far. But I really like the pizza pizza. So that kind of satisfies my craving for pizza. Um, and then I used in the Instant Pot, I would put um, pasta and tomato sauce and diced tomatoes and spaghetti sauce and some red beans. I love. I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but I do like me some legumes. It's a frequent meal for me. So, but at any rate, and I will put that in the Instant Pot. And oh man, it was good. It was like a spaghetti dish, but you did it in the Instant Pot, and it was so good. And I miss that because I really don't. I'm not a big. I've never been a big pasta eater. I'm not a big person for bread. The only kind of bread I ever really got is when I went out for fast food and got a hamburger. Um, and I really like the stuff inside. The the hamburger bun was just a vehicle to put it in. Um, I've just never been a sandwich person. And when I do want a sandwich, I have found that what works for me is to get these Olay Extreme high fiber wraps. They're 50 calories a piece. And I just make a wrap, and that sort of satisfies that. I want a sandwich, and actually, I have those quite frequently because they're just really easy to make. But at any rate, I miss that spaghetti in my Instant Pot. And the last thing that I miss is potato sticks. I'm not ever been a big potato chip person. I like potato chips, and if they're there, I'll eat them, and probably eat too many of them. But potato sticks, oh man, I don't know why I like those so much, but I mean they're just the same thing as a potato chip, only in a stick. But for some reason, I like those better than potato chips. I have no clue. But those are the 10 things that I missed, and I really haven't found a substitute for the potato chips, or the potato sticks. I have tried making in my my air fryer. I've tried making um, like French fries with, oh, I found an 11th food, a Wendy's hamburger. Oh my gosh, they're good. I love a Wendy's hamburger. I like their hamburger better than anybody else's I have ever tried. If I'm going to get a hamburger, it comes from Wendy's. And their French fries have gotten really good too. But of course, I could eat one, but I'd have to take the bun off, and I just don't know. Now that is one thing, I try to have a plan for different places. What would I get if I went here, or what would I get if I went there? And at Wendy's, I would probably get their grilled chicken sandwich, ultimate grilled chicken sandwich, and just, remove the bun and eat the rest, or eat the rest of what I could eat anyway. Um, but at any rate, a Wendy's hamburger. So I guess we can say just ice cream in general and compact the Wendy's hamburger right into the potato. That works for me. um, but at any rate, those are the 10 foods that I miss. So that list is ice cream, Twizzlers, cookies and cream anything, Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, caffeinated coffee, pizza, spaghetti in my Instant Pot. I just called it spaghetti in my Instant Pot. It didn't have a name. I didn't have a recipe. It was a dump and go, and that's what I put together, and it was really good. So I kept doing it. And potato sticks and Wendy's hamburger. So that's my 10. And I need to tag somebody. I tag Grace Gets Gastric, I tag tearing it up. I tag. Oh shoot, I should have thought of this before I did the tagging, shouldn't I have? I tag the VSG in Minnesota. I cannot remember her name, but I know what she looks like. I can see her in my head, but I can't remember her name. Oh gosh. And second chances. Here's to second chances. So that is VSG tearing it up. Grace gets gastric. The lady from Minnesota whose name I can't. Oh, wait a minute. Jennifer. And she lives in Minnesota. Jenny's R&Y. I hadn't seen her for a while. She needs to get her you know what back on. And here's to second chances. So there's my 4 tags. And there's my 10 foods. And I want you all to be blessed and have a very blessed week. And I hope you all are doing well on your weight loss journey. God bless. Bye.